From the moment it first graced American roads, it wasn't just a car, it was a statement. Today, we're taking a deep dive into an automotive legend. A name that has echoed through decades and touched the lives of millions. The Chevrolet Impala. How did one car model become so deeply woven into the fabric of American culture? Let's find out. Our story begins in 1958. America was booming. Optimism was in the air, and car design was reaching for the stars. Chevrolet introduced the Impala not as a standalone model, but as the top-of-the-line trim for its Bel Air. It was longer, wider, and more flamboyant than anything before it. With its distinctive triple taillights and sculpted rear fenders, the '58 Impala was an instant sensation. It represented the peak of post-war prosperity, a luxurious yet attainable dream machine for the growing middle class. This wasn't just transportation. It was a rolling piece of art, a symbol that you had arrived. By 1959, the Impala had earned its own spot as a separate model, and its design got even wilder. Those iconic bat-wing tail fins became the car's signature. It was the epitome of late 50s excess and style. For the generation that grew up with poodle skirts and the birth of rock and roll, the Impala was the ultimate ride. It was the car you took to the drive-in movie, the car you cruised down Main Street on a Saturday night. It was freedom on four wheels, capturing the rebellious spirit and boundless energy of a new era. Then came the 60s, a decade of immense change. The Impala changed with it. The crazy fins were toned down, and the design became sleeker, more muscular. This is when the Impala truly cemented its legendary status. In 1961, Chevrolet introduced the Super Sport, or SS package, with powerful V8 engine options, including the legendary 400. The Impala SS became a dominant force on the street and the drag strip. The Beach Boys even immortalized it in their song 409, singing, "She's real fine, my 409." For the baby boomers coming of age, the Impala was the definitive muscle car. It was power, performance, and pure, unadulterated cool. It wasn't just a car. It was a part of your identity. In 1965, the Impala set an all-time industry record, selling over 1 million units in a single year. In the US alone, a record that still stands today. It was, without a doubt, America's car. As we moved into the 70s and 80s, the automotive landscape shifted dramatically. The oil crisis and new emissions regulations forced a change in priorities. The Impala adapted, becoming smaller and more fuel efficient. The focus shifted from raw power to comfort and practicality. For Generation X, the Impala was often the family sedan. It was the dependable, spacious car you took on family road trips. The car you learned to drive in. It may have lost some of its muscle car swagger, but it gained a reputation for being a reliable workhorse. This version of the Impala was about responsibility in everyday life. It was the quiet, unsung hero in the background of countless family memories, a symbol of stability in a changing world. But you can't keep a legend down for long. In the mid-90s, the Impala made a triumphant and surprising comeback, and it was meaner than ever. The 1994 to 1996 Impala SS was a revelation based on the Caprice 9C1 police package and powered by a Corvette-derived LT1V. This was a full-size, rear-wheel drive muscle sedan. It was big, black, and incredibly fast. For many millennials who were kids or teenagers at the time, this was their first real exposure to the Impala's performance heritage. It became an instant icon in hip-hop culture, featured in music videos and lyrics, solidifying its status as the ultimate sleeper and a symbol of understated authority. This car proved that the Impala's spirit was not just alive, but roaring. Entering the 21st century, the Impala transitioned again, this time to a front-wheel drive platform. It became a modern, comfortable, and tech-savvy sedan. For younger millennials and the first wave of Gen Z, the Impala was a safe, reliable first car or a smart choice for a young professional. It offered modern amenities and a smooth ride, a far cry from the rumbling V8s of the past, but still carrying that historic name. While it may not have had the same cultural shockwave as its predecessors, it continued to be a bestseller, serving a new generation with the same dependability that had become a hallmark of the nameplate. It was a practical car for a practical generation. After an incredible 62-year run, Chevrolet announced the end of Impala production in 2020. The market had shifted decisively towards SUVs and crossovers. The final Impala that rolled off the assembly line marked the end of an era. But the story doesn't end there. The Impala lives on, not just as a classic car, but as a cultural touchstone. From the rock and roll cruisers of the 50s to the muscle-bound monsters of the 60s, the dependable family haulers of the 80s, and the stealthy performance sedans of the 90s, the Impala has meant something different to every generation. It was a mirror reflecting the dreams, values, and styles of its time. It's a testament to the power of a name and the ability of a machine to become so much more than just metal, rubber, and glass. It became a part of our families, our music, and our shared American story. What does the Impala mean to you? Do you have a story about one? Share it in the comments below. We'd love to read it. Thanks for joining us on this journey through automotive history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.